What's good, y'all? This is Levon Johnson, owner of Breakfast with a Barber, and you tuned in Perspective. Yeah, the show is based on the King James Version of the Bible, and we're going to read it from Genesis 1 all the way to the end. Sometimes you got to go to the beginning to know your end. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people been going off a track. We've been going off track. Even myself, everybody been going off track. But the only reason we're going off track is because we don't stay on track. And the track is the Bible, which is supposedly, which I believe is God's word, verbatim. And that's the whole point about perspective. Everybody, I know a lot of different people from different religions and things of that nature. And Jesus is the only one that did it for me. So it's your perspective. You're more than welcome to leave comments. I hope you do. So the next show, we're going to just spin off whatever verse we end off with. And we're going to continue from there. So, but if you ever need me, 315-994-1568 for anything spiritual or anything pertaining to the beauty industry, hit me. But let's get to it. Because people got time. People ain't got too much time. And time is money. And I do know that. Use money the right way, and you be in line with the word, that it multiplies. It's a foolproof plan, and it worked for me. It could work for you too. But let's get into it. Genesis 1:1. First thing we like to do is perspective is we like to ask a question. So we get some feedback. So how did we get here? How did we get here? That's the main question. How did we get here? A lot of people think it's the Big Bang Theory or evolution or you know, me personally, I believe we got here from just the words of God. And let's go to the text and see what he has to say about it. This is Genesis 1:1. And it starts like this. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. So the Spirit of God is moving upon the face of the waters, and the earth was without form. So that goes until later on in the book where it says the author and finisher of our faith, the author and finisher and the creator of the world and of us essentially is God himself. So let's go back to 1 again. 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep darkness. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." So God turned the lights on, and there was light. And God saw the light that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. Verse 1 and 5, and God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. So what he did was created night and day, evening and morning on the first day. Time. Evening and the morning on the first day. God must have foreseen that there has to be a difference so we can get rest. And what's the reason of light and darkness? I truly believe the reason is to get rest, to separate the times of being up to be productive and the darkness to combat it for you to refuel by not doing anything at all. Let's move forward. That's just my perspective. Whatever you feel, hit me, 315-994-1568, or leave me a message right here on Perspective. What's your perspective on that, or what I just said? Okay, let's get into it. 1 and 6. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst. Let there be a firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. He's still working on the days. He's still creating what's going on throughout the day, how the day is going to be managed.